This piece was super rough, but I like a good challenge, and no, I won't be using paint. First, I had to address this base, which somebody made some absolutely dreadful repairs. They added screws where dowels should have been, and there was broken screws, there was nails, it was all bad. Once I got the base apart, I cut any broken dowels and sanded all the joints so they were nice and clean, and then re-drilled all the dowel locations. Finally, I reassembled the base with just dowels and glue, and I didn't even use a single screw. I then turned my attention to the rest of the piece, which also needed a lot of love. I started with making my veneer patches where needed, and then moved on to adding filler for some of the smaller damage, and then re-gluing any loose areas. While all of those repairs were drying, I sanded down the piece as necessary, and then doubled back and replaced some of the edge banding on the front of the piece. This is where the process gets a little controversial. I didn't love these shields, so I popped them off and then sanded down the drawer fronts. I used a router with a straight bit to add a groove around the edges of the door. I then installed cane rattan using a wedge to hammer it into the groove, and then cutting away the excess, and finally using glue and a spline to hold it in place. To finish the piece, I sprayed sealer on it to pop the wood grain, made my color touch-ups, sprayed toner to even out the color, and then clear coat for durability to finish this process. And after all this work, here's the final result. Do you like the new look, or do you think I should have left the shields? Let me know in the comments below.